Hello Bookish friends, welcome to another top 5 video. I'm making this top 5 video in celebration of Jane Austen July. I will list the top 5 Jane Austen inspired web series that I watched in the past 4 years. I want to make a special mention to Northbound, which was a modern adaptation of Northanger Abbey. And I've made a special video about that series. Very interestingly, it is also one of my most watched videos in this channel. However, I think last year they removed the series from YouTube. So I am not able to mention that series. In the years that I participated in Jane Austen July, I have actually watched 7 Jane Austen inspired web series. So I will briefly mention the ones that didn't make the top 5. My least favorite Jane Austen inspired web series is Rational Creatures, modern adaptation of Persuasion. Rational Creatures is an award-winning modern web series produced in 2019 and 2020 that reimagines Jane Austen Persuasion as a cozy, inclusive, queer rom-com and dramedy. This adaptation features a bisexual Latina lead and a predominantly queer cast exploring mental illness, chronic illness, and found families. As most of you know, Persuasion is my favorite Jane Austen book. However, the reason that this adaptation ranks the lowest is that I think it failed to capture the magic of the great love in the book. This adaptation is mostly focused on giving the social message of being inclusive, having gender equality and equal rights, are concepts that I of course agree with, but there's a way to do it subtly, and this adaptation did not do that and shouted from the rooftops, thus making the main love story secondaries, which is, I think, a crime for Persuasion. The second adaptation that didn't make top 5 was Project Dashwood. It is a modern transmedia web series inspired by Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility, repositioning Elinor and Marianne Dashwood in a modern setting. The series was produced by Traveling Lemon Productions, which released it around 2014 and 2015. Actually, enjoyed watching this web series. It is quite faithful to the book, and I really admired how natural it felt. It is really like the vlogs of Margaret, a teenage girl. Thus, the production quality is very amateur. However, I have to say the acting of especially the male characters was not good. All of the scenes involving them felt very awkward. That's why it didn't make top 5, although, like I said before, it was a quite good adaptation. The adaptation in the 5th place is the Cate Morland Chronicles. It is a modern-day vlog-style web series adaptation of Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey. It is produced by Apple Juice Productions. The series launched in July 16th on YouTube and ran a single season of 40 short episodes. Cate Morland, played by Madeleine Thatcher, is a recent journalism graduate, and she lands an editorial assistant job at LA's Persona magazine. A massive fangirl, she's obsessed with fictional gothic show The Mysteries of Udolpho, and gets the chance to interview its star Henry Tilney, who's played by Dele Opefia. This adaptation is somewhat faithful to the original story, but the changes that they made was very clever and I think on point, especially making The Mysteries of Udolpho a TV series was a very clever move, considering that this series was produced in 2010s, the peak of TV series fandom. The characters of Catherine and Henry were very sympathetic, but I have to admit their romance and power dynamic was not faithful to the book. But I still very much enjoyed this adaptation, and I think it's a fresh take on Northanger Abbey. The adaptation on the 4th place is Marianne and Elinor Take Barton. This is a modern web series adaptation of course, Sense and Sensibility. It reimagines the Dashwood sisters, Elinor and Marianne, in a contemporary setting, navigating love, grief, and family life in a relatable and current-day context. In this adaptation, Bonita Trick plays Marianne Dashwood and Abby Davis is Elinor Dashwood. Like Cate Morland Chronicles, this adaptation is true to the original book in some parts, whereas it changes some of the dynamics of the couples. The story is told through Marianne's point of view, and Marianne is our lead, which made it quite interesting for me because Marianne is a character that I have trouble understanding sometimes, and this adaptation made me see her point of view actually better, because most probably the writer of this adaptation was a fan of Marianne. The character of Brandon in this adaptation is quite adorable. If not for anything else, I think you should watch this adaptation just for the scenes between Marianne and Brandon. Adaptation in the third place is Emma Approval. This is a modern web series adaptation of Jane Austen 1915 8th novel Emma. It is created by Bernie Sue and produced by Pemberley Digital. In this adaptation, Emma Woodhouse is a successful entrepreneur who runs a lifestyle and matchmaking firm called Emma Approved. She documents her work and life as a part of a greatness project with the help of her assistant Harriet Smith and business partner Alex Knightley. Joanna Stomora stars as Emma Woodhouse, Brent Bailey is Alex Knightley, and Diana Houghton is Harriet Smith in this adaptation. This adaptation won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Original Interactive Program in 2015. I really enjoyed this adaptation. The quality of this production is much better than the previous ones that I mentioned. And the acting of almost all of the actors are great. This adaptation modernizes the book in a very clever way. And I admired the little details which fits perfectly with the concept of original details. I really enjoyed the cleverness of the plot. The main character of Emma, like in the book, goes through a great change during the series. She is not very likable at first, but at the end of the series, we really feel so much for her. Additionally, in this adaptation, the relationship between Harriet Smith and Robert Martin is quite cute and really brings a smile to your face when you are watching it. The adaptation in the second place is From Mansfield with Love. It is a modern-day YouTube web series adaptation of Jane Austen's novel Mansfield Park, of course. This was created by Foot in the Door Theatre and produced by Foot in the Door Productions. The series ran from December 2014 to September 2015 with over 100 episodes. In this adaptation, Frankie works and lives at the Mansfield Park Hotel run by her relatives. The story follows her personal struggles, evolving relationships, and reflections on family, love, and identity. In this adaptation, Frankie Price is played by Holly Thurslow, Ed Bertram is portrayed by Wesley Buckridge, Henry Crawford is played by Peter Jennison, and Mary Crawford is portrayed by Alona Walsh. Like all of the adaptations in the first three places, this adaptation has a great quality, also very good acting. This adaptation made me see the character of Penny Price, Frankie, in this adaptation in a very different light. The fact that she expressed her feelings because she was the one doing the vlog made me understand some of her reactions which I didn't understand in the book much better. So I thought it was a very good adaptation in terms of plot. And my least favorite Jane Austen book actually made the second in the list, which shows how much I liked the way that Mansfield Park was modernized. Additionally, this adaptation made me like Edmund a bit. I really do not like Edmund in any of the adaptations, and this one was an exception for that reason. So that's why this adaptation takes a close second rank in my top 5 list. The adaptation in the first place is the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, which is a modern web series adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. It is created by Hank Green and Bernie Sue. It first aired on YouTube in 2012 and ran for 100 main episodes on Lizzie Bennet's channel, along with various spin-offs and companion videos. The story is told through video vlogs recorded by Lizzie Bennet, a grad student studying mass communications. It is set in contemporary America. The series reimagines Austen's 19th century world into the digital age. What is different about this adaptation is that it unfolds across multiple YouTube channels and the social media accounts, including Twitter and Tumblr, making it a pioneering transmedia storytelling project. In this adaptation, Lizzie Bennet is played by Ashley Clements, Jane Bennet is played by Laura Spencer, Lydia Bennet is played by Mary-Kate Wiles, and William Darcy is played by Daniel Vincent Gord. This adaptation also won a Primetime Emmy Award in 2013 for Outstanding Creative Achievement in Interactive Media for Original Interactive Program, and it was widely praised for its writing, acting, and clever adaptation of the source material. I definitely agree with all of the things that is mentioned in the last sentence. It has a very clever plot. Yeah, it's a very good adaptation, but a modern one. And the acting is spectacular, especially the actress who plays Lydia Bennet is something else. Although this adaptation really shows the beautiful banter between Lizzie and Darcy and their very interesting love story. I think the relationship between the sisters, especially the originality of the character of Lydia in this adaptation, made this adaptation a favorite for me. I think it is a very good adaptation but it also adds more to the original story, which is a indication of a great adaptation for me. If you say I do not have time to watch all of the adaptations and you have to choose one, I think you should watch the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. Those were my thoughts on modern web series adaptations of Jane Austen's works. Please comment down below, have you watched any of the adaptations that I mentioned in this video and what did you think of them? And if you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish word of the day, I'm going to choose approve. Approve means onaylamak in Turkish, and onaylamak is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.